Like and subscribe right now, or this spider will crawl on your face when you're sleeping. There is literally no end to human adventures and the stories that come with them. Mysterious disappearances, miraculous escapes, and a few unbelievable rescues. The list is long, so hang on to see some of the most shocking cases of human disappearances caught on camera. Hikers trapped. Police received a call from the two hikers who got lost on the snow-filled track. The hikers were trekking on Utah's forest when a strong wind altered their route and trapped them in the woods. A search operation was started right away after that call, but the authorities also used a drone to help locate the female hikers. The plan worked, and it spotted the cuddled-up girls under a tree. The two of them were pulled up by a hoverer and were sent to the hospital, where they recovered quickly. Waving hand. This guy's ski tour was turned into a horrifying experience when an avalanche hit him. He was in the middle of the Alps of Switzerland when the strong storm trapped him. The poor guy was unable to deal with it and got buried under the snow. The only thing he could protect was his left arm. Well, I must say it's his lucky charm, because it was the only thing which brought him to safety. The chopper was flying in distress to spot the skier in the dark forest when they noticed his moving arm, and he was saved eventually. Floating caskets. The streets of Louisiana were turned into a floating cemetery due to flooding. It happened in the year 2017, when heavy rainfall drowned the urban side. But along with the flood came these caskets, giving people the shock of their lives. Several of them were seen floating on the streets. The eerie incident happened due to the high water table in Louisiana. It means that the graves are really shallow in the area, and a little digging made by the tides made water reappear. Although the sight was a bit disturbing to observe, authorities took notice of the unsettling event and buried the coffins again. Stranded in farmland. It all began when the 75-year-old man tried to find a shortcut. He was returning home after a long beach day when he entered the vast marshland for a quick route towards home. But what was supposed to be an easy route for Peter soon turned into panic as he got lost in the marshes. Things got even more out of control when he slipped and got trapped in the sludged track. Luckily, his family contacted the police, who spotted the man after a day of his disappearance. Trapped in the creek to his shoulders, the man was finally rescued by the people. Trapped in flood. The only thing which saved the man from being washed away was, well, I don't really know what protected him from the raging river, but luckily he was saved. The incredible rescue is from a small village in Vietnam that was flooded due to heavy rain. The farmer was saving his land when he got himself in the middle of the enraged tides. Luckily, the rescuers spotted him from the chopper and rushed to save the man. They pulled the man from the river and brought him to the safety of land after a quick examination. Saved by selfie. A picture's worth 1,000 words. The proverb proved useful for the guy after he got stuck in the mountains. He was lost during his hike and could not find a way out from the rugged mountains. With no help around, the guy sent a selfie to his roommate explaining the situation before his phone died.
Hiker texted the photo to his roommate, stating he was lost and that his cell phone was dying.
This simple act eventually became his savior, because as soon as his roommate received the selfie, he sent it to the police, who tracked him down with the help of a radio operator. The operators tracked him down with the help of the image, and the hiker was saved at last. Car with body inside. Here is another incredible discovery from the lakeside. A man was cutting a tree by the lake when he noticed a strange shadow. He instantly knew something was wrong and called the authorities. And to their surprise, the guy was right. They recovered an immersed car from the water. It belonged to a pensioner who disappeared 9 years prior. He was last seen half a mile away from the lake. The authorities stated that the old man was suffering from several diseases. Therefore, he could not manage the vehicle on his own. For the family, it's the closure they've waited for a long time. girl saved by patrol. It was when the police boat was patrolling the Salt River Lake. They found a girl. The team was on their usual tour when they noticed the girl crowded by people on the side of the lake. The teenager accidentally went into the deep waters and asked for help when she was saved by the onlookers. But they were still struggling to revive her breath. That's when the rescuers arrived and helped her in recovery. Human remains. This unsettling discovery was made around Lake Mead, located in Nevada. Being part of many controversies, the lake is known to be filled with human remains. This theory came into reality when a group of teenagers stumbled upon some bones a few months ago. Not only bones, but they also found human skulls and decomposed remains. The discovery sparked many speculations, one of which was that these remains belonged to the people who were reported missing a few years back. But researchers believe that these partial human remains need a bit more research than the others. And until then, it will remain a mystery. Drowning woman rescued. This man deliberately put his life in danger to rescue a drowning woman on the lake. The incident happened 11 months ago when a woman who was under the influence came on the side of the lake. She couldn't maintain her balance and was left to the people's mercy. The man who had been watching her for quite some time jumped into the water and saved the poor lady. He even did CPR to revive her breath, and she was soon on her own. But the dude was admired by the online community because of his heroic stunt. Submerged car. Flying his drone over the crystal blue water of the retention pond, the drone owner found something unusual. He spotted a submerged vehicle in 3-meter deep water. The man immediately contacted the authorities, who removed the car in no time, only to know that there were skeletal remains inside the car. Actually, the Mustang belonged to a middle-aged man who went missing in 2009. The police even launched a search mission for the man, but failed to resolve the case. And after 14 years of his disappearance, an individual finally discovered the man along with his car. Even though it was a sad day for the victim's family, they were relieved to at last find the truth. Missing person rescued. When a hiker was reported missing in New York State Park, police started an immediate search. They continued the search for an entire day, but did not have any clue about the hiker's whereabouts. It was after the authorities lost all their hopes that a neighbor of the state park heard screams of a young man. She responded to the screams, and the guy told her about his location. A team was sent to the location, and there he was, all covered in thick mud, but he seemed all right. The rescue operators later brought the guy to hospital, where he recovered quickly. Trapped in snow. The guy buried in the snow was only a minute away from his last breath when help arrived, and in a way that no one would have anticipated. A skier was struggling to get on the right track when he stumbled upon a huge pile of snow. It was only after he spotted a pair of ski boards that he noticed the guy. The poor skier was trapped under that huge pile of snow for more than an hour. He was about to collapse when the skier helped him out and restored his breath. And now, let us move on to our subscriber pick of the day. This image was sent to us by one of our subscribers. Similarly, if you ever wish to know more about an image you come across, just send it on over to us. Who knows, we might even feature it in one of our videos. This epic rescue has a rather distressing beginning, but let me assure you it does all end well. It happened in an East Chinese lake where a girl deliberately jumped into the deep water. The two of them were playing casually by the side of the lake when one dove into the water. The other girl, who was trying to save her sister, followed her into the lake, and things got out of their control. It was only after a few minutes that a passerby spotted them and rushed to help. While he successfully rescued one, he was worried about the second girl, who seemed lifeless in the lake. Well, thankfully, he was wrong, and the girl was alive. The girl reached her on time, and both of them were safely brought back to the land. See you next time.